Gtechniq here, and welcome to the Cars That Keep YouTube channel. And in this video, we're cleaning the nasty rotors on Heidi for Import Alliance this weekend. Now, it's been almost 4 months since we last cleaned them, and they've gotten rusty again. And even if you have aluminum hats like I do in the front and the hat right here in the rear, they still get rust bled onto them from the slots and holes on the rotor, the brake pads getting dust on them, and then also that nasty brake dust, what happens? It gets into the wheel barrel, so we're gonna try to clean those as well. So behind me right here is everything that we're gonna be needing for this project. I have my Harbor Freight chair right here. I have my low profile jack from Harbor Freight as well. I have my custom made ramps right here. This was made in another video that I used to use my daily lip swap out. That's pretty cool. I'm just too dang lazy to do it. I just leave my show lip on all the time. Over here, we got a breaker bar that we're gonna need to break the lugs loose. We have our torque wrench to get our torque down the wheels, about 105 to 110, something like that. We have our 17 millimeter, which we need for the majority of our B&W lugs. We have our drill that we're gonna need. And we have all of our metal discs that we need for the drill. These are quite used, but they're still very effective. Now, to clean the barrels, some W5 that I have in this Agrafab double pump sprayer. And just your run-of-the-mill microfiber towels, nothing special needed. They're already coated on the inside. Stuff should come right off. So let's rearrange these cars around so we can get to all four sides of Heidi and get her up in the air and get these wheels off. Helen's so easy to move because she's OEM stock. This one's as tuned out as you can for the amount of fueling. So we need to add some fueling. So she struggles a little bit on the startup, so you gotta let her warm up. She sounds okay right now. I'm about to put her in reverse right now. You hear that? She shut off on me. Come on, girl. Don't play games. Now we can fit our jack under the front. Just barely, right? Well, it's the first time I've ever tried to lift the front up with this lip and these jacks, and it's still not enough. I can get under there, but I don't have enough room to jack the car up. So we're gonna remove the lip so you get to see how that happens. And there is our Rush Customs Vars front lip. Woo. Oh my good God. Who put these on? Oh. I hate it when shops use really tough impact guns. Pretty nasty on the inside. So this is what I'm talking about. So if you clean your car, you dry it off, you set it in the garage. All the water from inside the brake system kind of sits there and just moves down and drips rust right on to the rim. That's brake dust right there. So here's the front. The fronts aren't that bad, really. It's just this right here that really stands out when I see it. You have this outer ring here, a little bit inside the drilled holes. but not that much in the slots, not a whole lot. Now you could use a wire brush if you're careful. You can see it's not the surface itself that's rusting, it's the brake dust that's caking on there and rusting. And then it just gets caught in these little areas. Now you're like up here at the top. So you can clean that up pretty easily, even with just this brush. So for the slots and holes, I use this piece right here. It's basically just a really small cone. It's been spun around a good bit. So it leaves a nice edge that I can get into these slots. You see how much cleaner that is? Also can get into the holes. Just like that. So for the corner, I like to use this disc right here. They come in a nice set. I'll have a link below, like I said before. You see how I got that nice and clean? We also have this disc as well. It's more of a semi-cone. Works really well for cleaning up like around here. Now I really kind of wore out this disc doing something else with my concrete driveway, and it's kind of spurted out. They used to be really spurred out here so I can get really deep into this channel, but I can't get in there with the way this currently is. So I have to go the manual way. Came out really nice. Now you probably could use a product called Heidi. I believe there's another product kind of like it at Home Depot. They're rust inhibitors that you can spray on here right after you finish washing the car to keep the rust from happening. All right, now that's pretty nasty dirty. We got a lot on the inside here, but like I said, it's just gonna wipe off. I think we have a few pieces of tar, but they're coming right off with my finger. This hub-centric ring right here for the BBS fitment, it looks like it's a piece of steel and it's degraded a lot, rusted out. So we'll clean that up first. So now for the inside of the barrel, I have the W5. Make that a little bit mistier. There we go. Now the front of the wheel I'm a lot more careful with, so I use MF1 microfiber from Gtechniq and just quick detailer. So a little bit around. There we go, we're gonna put this on, get the other front side done, put the lip on, get the car down, and then we'll do the back to show you one side on the rear. Now get a close look because it isn't very often you see this much wheel gap on Heidi. I'm not going to show you how to clean the inside of these. It's just the same, except these are dirtier. The rears are always dirtier than the fronts. So these are actually the same brakes that are on the F80 M3, the 2-piston rear Brimbos and the 4-piston front. Slightly larger rotors in the rear and in the front. It was an option on the F30 for a couple of years. It was only like $500 or $600. Great option. And then also on the M340i for a couple of years, they had these available as the track package. as a part of that. The rears just seem to like really get dirty. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like it's the same material. So that's about as good as we're gonna get. We still have some rust inside the drill holes, but that's not that big of a deal to me. It was that really rusted in here and on these back brakes, these spots. So I'm going to clean the wheel from this side. We'll clean the other rotor on the other side, clean that wheel, put everything back together, and then we'll have my final thoughts. So it's really dark out. I'm actually leaving the BBS caps off. I'm going to drive to the show, park the car perfectly, and then I'll pop the caps on all even on all sides. So it's good the whole weekend because we're leaving it there multiple days and just staying in a hotel. But man, that looks so much better. The rear's cleaned up really nice. You can see that shine. No more rust anywhere other than inside the drill holes. Well, that took longer than expected, but obviously we were filming it too, so it took even longer. It's actually not that hard. It's just getting the wheels off themselves. Now, obviously, I've never lifted the front in this car from the middle with the car completely low like it is, with the lip the way it is. I thought with the ramps I would be able to get it all the way up underneath there, but we couldn't. I needed like just a 1/4 inch, just enough to be able to get the jack handle to go up and down. But, you know, stuff happens. We took the lip off, got taken care of. Now those metal polishing and cleaning bits, they don't cost much at all. I've used mine many times. The last time was much easier because I used them on another job and they got frayed and worn out. And they didn't quite curve in everything as I wanted to, so I had to use that metal hand brush there. Like I said before, we got some new rotors coming. They're gonna be coated, so hopefully that helps us in the future. I kind of like that polished look though, but it don't last very long. So my hands are all dirty. I'm gonna go get them cleaned up. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey there, Internet Keith here, and welcome to the Cars and Keith YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. Clean the nasty rotors on Heidi. It's been about 3 months since we did it for the Keys Motorsport. I definitely don't. Now, if there's anything that I'll let you know. There's links to your. Now, if there's anything else I use in this video, oh my gosh. There are links in the description below for just about. We were doing so good. Now, if there's anything else I use later on, oh my gosh, ever, because it has the sockets with it, protect with. It's just unavailable because most. These are pretty expensive now with the price of wood the way it is. Oh, jeez, come on, man. Even with the ramps, I still couldn't get it up. Oh my gosh, get it up. Well, that took longer than expected. Obviously, we had some. Well, that took longer than expected. I mean, well, that took longer than expected. Of course, you're. Pistons first in the rubber up. Look at this. Fighting. Oh my gosh, her seat is so far forward.